and you won't be paying $2.50 for gasoline. You'll be paying $7.50, and that's where this is all going to lead. And ask me, are they going to do the same with diminuting the value of debt? And the answer is I don't know. But anyway, that's where we're headed.
Well, there was one question that was about the devaluation of the U.S. dollar. How will it affect personal debt like mortgages, and also about one's wages?
I just don't know. Hypothetically, the $100,000 mortgage should go to $33,625. The annual $100,000 salary should go to approximately $33,000 a year, and so on and so forth. Whether that'll happen that way, I don't know. I don't think anybody else does except the people inside the government, and they know this is going to happen.
There's a question about that CIT group, the commercial finance company, that they had agreed to a $3 billion loan for 2.5 years from a group of bondholders.
Yeah, it's not enough money. They've already got 2.3 from the government. I think that's the number. And what did you say they're going to get? 3 more?
Yeah.
They'll give them 5. They'll need another 4 to 10 billion. And it's simply, I mean, they didn't do anything wrong. It's a good company. It's not leveraged out of its eyeballs. They're faced with people who are failing. Businesses that are failing are not paying them. You know, they lend business X $100,000 and they paid back $23,000 and they're out of business. And this is not abnormal. And I'm glad bondholders are bailing them out, not the government, which is the American people, which is the taxpayer.
Well, then the question also included, well, did the government help the bondholders buy?
I don't know. I do not know. I have not seen the details on the deal. The deal was just made this morning, and I just haven't had time to do that.
I figured there'd have to be some sort of a connection in there somehow, you know.
Could be.
Yeah.
Could be. They guaranteed him or something.
Yeah.
Who knows?
Yeah, because why would anybody want to keep throwing good money after bad?
Well, I'll tell you why. Because they are a major lender to small and medium-sized business. And if they go out of business, that is not going to be anybody there to lend. The big lenders, the big banks, they don't want to lend because their balance sheets are upside down. And so, the federal government, actually, let me think for a minute. I think it was the Fed who went into the commercial paper market, and which dropped from like $2 trillion to $1 trillion in round figures over the past 2 years. That is a major source of manufacturing, particularly of getting money. You know, they get an order for 1 million widgets, and they know that they're going to produce them over the next 3 months, and they're going to get paid by the widget buyer 3 months from now. Okay, so they need money to be able to go into manufacturing, so they borrow it from a lender, and they usually put up collateral. The problem is that most of the collateral that was put up over the last 5 years have been collateralized debt obligations, which are securities which hold mortgages, and they don't. The lender doesn't want to take them as collateral anymore. And our government, via the Fed, has been in the commercial paper market trying to make it viable because they don't want it to dry up and die. But it's happening anyway. The amount of money that's needed is overwhelming. America lived on credit. Credit's okay. It's okay for a bank to lend 8 or 10 to $1 in deposit. But what they were doing was they were lending 40 to 60. They were out of their minds.
And we're just about ready to take a break here. 800-375-4188. And we'll be back after this little bit of a break, and we'll go over some numbers on the $20 gold pieces, what they've done in the past week with the $30 move in gold. So stay tuned.
That's 2.6 times.
Thank you for joining us this afternoon. You're listening to Financial Survival. And we're back from the break, 800-375-4188 for your gold and silver coins and questions for the program. You can email us at discountgoldandsilver@yahoo.com. And, of course, if you'd like a complimentary issue to the International Forecaster, you can use our 800 number, 800-375-4188. And, Bob, would you like to tell us about the International Forecaster, please?
The forecast is about business, finance, economic, social, and political issues all over the world. We publish on Wednesdays and Saturdays. It runs around 35 or 40 pages each time. And we have a hard copy that goes out twice a month as well for those who are not on the Internet. If you'd like to visit our site, the address is theinternationalforecaster.com. Theinternational, FORECASTER.com. If you would like to email us with a question, that address is Bob, B-O-B, at INTFORECASTER.com. That would be Bob at intforecaster.com.
1-800-375-4188 for your complimentary issue. And just to recap some of the gains, this is in the past week from 7/13 until today. We've had a $30 move in gold. Looks like the lower grade of the coins have outperformed the bigger grades, but the higher grades didn't correct as much as the lower grades. You had the 61 Saints, they're up $70. The 62 Saints are up 60. The 61 Liberties are up 60, and the 62 Liberties are also up 70. The only other big gainer, the 63s and 4s in both groups are up $15, $25, and $30. And the 65 Saint is up $50, and the 65 Liberty is also up another $50. So the higher grades really did keep their values a little bit better than the lower grades, but now we're seeing the lower grades take some bigger jumps on a $30 move in gold. So give us a call at 800-375-4188. Folks, keep your portfolios basic and simple, and it's okay to keep adding to the same number of coins. Your portfolios, they do not have to be exotic to make a great profit. So give us the call at 800-375-4188. I guess we're back to questions.
Back to what?
Questions.
Oh, I thought you said husbands.
Oh, no, Lord. Oh, Lord, no. Oh, okay, let's go to...
How to ruin somebody's day?
Yeah.
Anyway, I don't have any more. How many you got?
I don't know. I got some. Folks, you need to send me some. There's another commentary here about the Swiss banks are running out of secure storage space for gold bullion held by investors and institutions. I guess that was a Swiss news website. Fears of hyperinflation, the economic downturn, and the success of gold index funds, which is supported by physical gold, but which we think they're not, has led to run on precious metals and in gold in particular, and the necessary secure storage space in which to hold it. That is true. We do have the HSBC Bank, which is a very big holder of gold for the COMEX and the NYMEX, and I guess whatever gold the ETFs do have, that they are forcing out the private investors that store their metals at the HSBC Bank of New York, and also the current IRA holders of Gold Star. There are two main IRA physical precious metals holders, and that's Gold Star and Sterling Trust. We only deal with Gold Star. We think they do a better job, and they will be in the process of moving the precious metals to the Delaware Depository. Someone asked me earlier today about any other places in which to store the metals. I guess if you have a substantial amount and you choose to store your metals some way, I would recommend the Delaware Depository. There's various places, the Brinks have them store your metals for you. They have storage facilities available. And I saw one other one, and I'll have to see if I can't find it during the program. It was on an email to me, or some information that I found in which you could store your precious metals. The Inspector General is going to testify before Congress tomorrow that the bailout costs and other obligations of the U.S. government total over $23 trillion.